repair attempt number 2 for the HPI Firestorm. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood RC. I'm Peter. As the title suggests, and as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to try and repair the HPI Firestorm 10T for the second time. Now, I'm going to put this down for a second because it's not actually a repair. I actually repaired it in the first place. The numpty and the silly billy that I am, when I put the arm for the throttle linkage onto the carburettor, I managed to let the barrel of the carburettor spin 180 degrees. And the reason for the loss of control and the throttle going wide open was that because the barrel had turned 180 degrees, the idle screw wasn't able to go into the carburettor. It wasn't until yesterday that I decided, right, okay, it's my day off. I've got some time on my hands. I'm going to get it out. I took the carburettor off the engine. Obviously, first of all, I had to take the engine off the car. Took the carburettor off and I took it apart. And that's when I realised the little section, the cutout on the barrel, and I was like, what's that for? So I lined it up on the outside of the carburettor, and it lined up exactly where the idle screw was. So I decided to take the arm off the barrel, put it into the position where I think it should be, which luckily it was, and then put the barrel back together and put the idle screw in. And now we're going to find out whether that attempt has worked. So without further ado, I'm just going to get the car started and let's see if we can actually get it to work. So as you can see, I've now got it up and running, but she is stalling, so she needs a bit of tuning. So, she definitely does need a bit of an engine tune. Sounds like she is bogging down a bit. So, and cutting out again. But as you can see, the engine's got pretty much its power, but I don't know, that carb's worrying me a bit, and the brakes aren't all that good. Definitely the idle screw, the high and low speed needles have probably been altered. I have put them back to factory set, but unfortunately the idle screw should have a spring attached to it and this one hasn't, so she's trying to go out a little bit out of control. Brakes are a bit wayward, so does need a bit of fine tuning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her back in. And as you can see, as soon as you touch the idle screws or the high speed needle, she cuts out. So put that eighth turn back. Take the idle screw out a little bit. Oh. Come on, girlie. still very, very touchy. So I think the best thing to do is get a new carb from HPI, which I have found somebody that has got them. Put a new carb on it. Hopefully it will eventually sort this girl out. But as you can see, the engine's got loads of power and she wants to go, but she's idling way too high. As you can see, there's quite a bit of smoke coming out. So high speed needle could be too high or too low, too high, sorry. And with that spring missing off the idle screw, it is causing a bit of an issue. So I am a bit wary at the moment to use it, but as you can see, she's up and running. So I'm going to bring her back in, guys, and we'll have a chat on the end. So we have got the HPI Firestorm 10T up and running. I'm not happy with the settings of the carburettor. As you can see, I did try adjusting it a couple of times, and off camera I've been adjusting it for about the past half an hour before I started filming this video, and I just cannot find its sweet spot where it will just idle nicely and without cutting out. Again, something else that is going to have to be looked into is the brakes. They are virtually non-existent. If I put the brakes on a bit more by using the little screw on the end of the brake wire, it then puts brakes on when it's completely just sitting there, so it's hard for the car to get started. So there's a little bit of tweaking to do, and personally I think it does need a new carburettor, because as I said, the needle screw on the actual engine should have a spring on it, and this one hasn't. So somebody somewhere along the line had been tampering with it. And again, you know, I've put the high speed and low speed needles to HPI stock settings, and as you can see, even with the stock settings, with a little tiny tweak here or there, it just doesn't want to know. It doesn't like it. It's either bogging and then cutting out, or cutting out when you put the brake on, or it's without any throttle from myself, it's as soon as you take the brake off, it's going. It's not speeding off like a runaway, but it is still rolling, and obviously that is making me a bit wary of actually taking this out and giving it a proper bash. Could it be that the carburettor needs cleaning? No, I've cleaned it. Could it be the engine needs cleaning? No, I've done that on the first video when I purchased this car. I completely stripped it down with my lady wife, and we completely cleaned everything. From literally, I mean, we literally took this completely apart, and we had to literally reassemble it. So it's not that nothing isn't clean or there's something inside it. There's obviously, I personally think it is definitely that carburettor. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. There are going to be more updates coming with the Firestorm. Like I said, I'm definitely going to have to get a new carburettor for this. And also, I have ordered something for the Firestorm, but that'll be for another video. I'm not letting you know what it is yet, but that'll be for another video. If you've got any suggestions at the moment for this one I've got to try and help me get it up and running without buying a new carburettor, then please leave a comment down below. Maybe I'm missing something, but I personally think that carburettor could do with replacing. You don't know how much it's been tampered with or what the last person done with it, so it is making me a bit wary about using this car at the moment without a new carb on it. but that's something I could look into. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please smash that like button down on the left hand side. If you're a subscriber, thank you for staying with me, and I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm publishing, and I hope that you enjoy future content. If you want to become a subscriber, you know how to do it. You just press on the little subscribe button down on the right hand side. Until next time, guys, there should be a video coming up here and here for you to watch, but until next time, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye bye from Chelmswood RC.